Hi, Leo, and welcome to your bonus read. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what wants to reveal itself for you. How are you doing? And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, and shares. I so appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I do. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Let's go ahead and take a look. I wanted to take a look at what post eclipse is going on for you here. And you and Aquarius were leading in my weeklies. So here you go with your bonus. All right. All right. Let's take a look at what is going on for Leo. Okay. Oh, this is so crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's take a look. All right. Give me one more. Okay. And then I'm going to pull a few cards. This is going to relate to your read overall. So we are going to pull that as well. So let's dive in. Okay. I hope that you all have survived that beautiful eclipse and are on this new phase that is moving into as we speak. And I'm so excited for it. And I know that it's going to make some changes for you too. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look first at what is going to be your overarching energy that is going to be important that you keep in mind. This is really interesting. So what do I get here? I get, okay. Wow. Okay. So the card that I get here is love you. All right. Now I also and I'm feeling that this might have something to do with your root chakra in terms of matters of the heart. And this is really putting something on strong, solid ground. Now, for some of you, this is really focusing in on you. Okay. It's almost as if you're loving you, even the darker parts of you as you go into the unknown, right? So some of you, it's not about, I always feel that it's not about personal development. It's all about that shadow work. It's the shadow work that makes the life work. And it's about shining the light on that and paying attention to the shadow work as you become closer, even more so, to loving you, all the parts of you. All right. So there is about the loving you, even the unknown parts of yourself, the shadow parts of yourself, is what is calling into attention right now, especially within your communication. Okay. Now, the unknown is, again, that shadow parts that are hidden about us. But I feel that it's about the culmination of coming together and loving all parts of you. All right. And paying attention to your shadow side and loving your shadow side as much as you love that light side as well. All right. Because, Leo's that, sun energy, right? Very vibrant. Well, it's shining the light on the shadow side and wants you to pay attention to that and love you with that. Okay. So let's pull a card. I'm going to pull a card and find out anything else that wants to shine through that's going to add another layer onto this and give us a little bit more information. Okay. In fact, I'll put these like this because you can probably see it a little bit better. Okay. All right. So let's dive in and take a look at what that is. Let me move this up. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at what that is. Anything more in terms of the overall theme for you to keep in mind regarding the rest of the read? Anything that wants to come out for Leo that's going to be most important? Wow, that flew right out. What is this? What is this? Oh, exactly, guys, exactly. Now, this has to do with your first house. And this is all focusing in on yourself and your identity in terms of growing, right? So really focusing in on that. So I feel that this is an opportunity for you. This is about, inwardly, going inwardly, like she's really focusing in and concentrating on herself here. All right. And she is in that kind of that meditative positioning. And there's something that's growing. There's a lot of blossoms, right? And her heart chakra is real radiant. That's where kind of the sun is coming from. All right. But, she's of the galaxy, the sun and the moon, and that of which is hidden is what is really coming out here in terms of the unknown. So that of which is hidden with the moon and the unknown, okay? And it wants you to pay attention to that, all right? And love that part of you here. So maybe that you're taking a moment and you are focusing in and doing some inward work, kind of doing some inner guidance and meditation. about your personal relationships. It could also be the personal relationship that you have with yourself and your identity that's coming through. So it is about how others see you. It is about like what makes you truly different, Leo, and your external effect on others. All right. So this is your life force. And this is about your personality and your ego's expression of this. Okay. The first house is ruled by Aries. And so this is interesting because with that Aries, we had that yesterday when we had that eclipse of the new moon in Aries. It corresponds to all areas in your life with the core theme of Aries, such as ego and personality. Okay. So this could be about you understanding the shadow side of yourself more and paying attention to that and focusing in on that and better asserting your own desires as well. Okay. So do you feel that people perceive you as you are? And do you assert yourself and be seen? Because something about self and identity is coming up. And it could be about balancing that out, the shadow and the light side. And you're taking a moment to meditate on this and see yourself. But this is what I'm getting. Let's take a look and see what comes through within your read. All right. So let's dive in. Wow. This is interesting. So we get the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is focusing in on like long-term happiness. I mean, it's like alignment, fulfillment, domestic harmony. What's interesting is that the Hermit card, when you go within for this self-introspection, that, kind of paying attention to your dark side and loving you within that, it's in reverse. So when this comes in reverse, this is interesting because it tells me that there is an opportunity that maybe that you haven't spent time going within. And now this is something that you could be doing at this moment. All right. So it could be that what you're doing is maybe that you are looking for some sort of spiritual enlightenment. And maybe maybe you haven't spent time of going within and asking your inner guidance. All right. Asking yourself, what it is that you want. That equates to this 10 of cups, that happiness, fulfillment, that domestic harmony within you. What brings Leo in alignment? All right. And so this is saying is to take the time to go within. All right. Let's pull another card on this from the Hermit card, because that is the Virgo energy. Let's pull another card on this. I should have set the camera up a little bit differently. Sorry about that, guys. But let me just see if maybe I can move this over and you can see it a little bit better. All right. Because this all goes up here. Okay. All right. So there's the Hermit card there. So let's go ahead because it's inverted and I'm curious to see what wants to come out, because I feel that you haven't gone within because that would be in reverse. But here you are. But let's take a look. Give me more on the Hermit card. The Tower. Wow. A surprise. Some sort of surprise, Leo, about your long-term happiness. And this is about focusing in, on that. It is about, it's like about a surprise from not going within, all right? And what else? And now coming together with others. This is the Three of Cups. So this is friendships, community gatherings, and social events. So from not going within, there was a surprise regarding a situation. And it has to do with your stability, putting something on strong, solid ground. There's the Sun energy, and this is the growth here coming through, Aries energy. So quite interesting. So I feel that there was a surprise, and a surprise event, getting help with others to put something on strong, solid ground, because it's like getting together with others about the light, right? And you are the light. So you rule the sun. So I feel this maybe coming together with others, seeing the light about some sort of foundation, like how to build a rock solid foundation that's coming through. Why is this important? Aries energy, Daughter of Swords, because it has something to tell you. This is about having some sort of message. This is being vigilant, energetic, being very communicative, and being curious about the foundation. Why is this coming through? There's a transformation that you're going through here, guys. This is what I'm getting. It's funny because I mean, it's not funny, but it's like there was an inability to move forward, maybe fear of change, and you were in some sort of stagnancy, and you're realizing how that affected your foundation. So let's pull a little bit more on this, okay? So let's get a little bit more. What do we get? We get guide, be receptive, and be receptive about a guide regarding scarcity, okay? So there's some sort of, it's getting rid of scarcity, but this is about be receptive to your heart and what makes your heart sing, and as it relates to feeling some sort of scarcity coming through. Why is this scarcity coming through here? Because I feel that you're being asked. There was a surprise that came up because you didn't go within for some reason, and now you're asking for your guidance, and you're receptive to matters of the heart, and as it pertains to scarcity. Why is this card coming out? Because you're able to release the attachment of that. Oh my gosh. The more that you long for something, you have learned something, Leo. The more that you long for something, the more that vibe gives out to the sun. The more the vibe of the sun, which is strong for you here, is about. It gives out. I don't have. I don't have. I don't have. So if some of you've been focused on scarcity, you're releasing the attachment to that. And this is like feeling great about letting go. Now, for some of you, it could be letting go of your foundation. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you are changing what brought in your foundation before, or a foundation is shifting and changing, and it's actually changing directions. Something is changing directions here. So you are asked to kind of go within a little bit. Anything more that we need to know? What else comes through? Focusing in on love. Exuding love in all that you do. Like attracts like. So this is about unconditionally what? Loving you. All right. And this is after going within, right? Going within and loving your shadow side that needed attention. And maybe you didn't go inward before, but now you're recognizing because there was a surprise regarding your foundation. And it moved you, Leo, to release an attachment of just, always wanting something. Okay. So this is about being in gratitude for what you have, and something, about this, situation, regarding scarcity was really important. I think that you guys are letting go of scarcity and focusing in on love, because anything of the sort, your money mindset. Money is an energy, right? So it's all about energy, and you're focusing in on love. Give me something else for you here. I'm just curious what else comes through. Yeah, there was a challenge and disharmony surrounding this. So, maybe there was a surrounding of it not wanting to transform in some sort of way. So I feel that for some of you, that could be the case. Maybe you wanted to stay where you're at. You weren't looking to make a change in something. And so, a surprise came down where you had to make some sort of shift and change. Okay. So I feel that this is about, like a square is when two planets are 90 degrees from each other. And this could have some sort of complications because of that energy, right? So that's what I get here. So there are challenges and disharmonies that could manifest in conflicts with other people, and this could be like a crisis-like communication. Yet it's just an expression of your underlying tensions, either yours or the other person's. That could be the case. Okay. Interesting. There could have been disharmony about a foundation, but the square's coming out saying maybe it could come out in disharmonies could manifest with others in very difficult situations, but it's just an expression of the tensions in that person, not you. So just keep that in mind. I'm feeling that's coming through. So if you're having a discussion with someone, something of the sort that's key, why is this important for Leo? I want you to focus in on visualizing the ideal situation be detailed, and be certain and speak it into existence. Do not release the attachment of scarcity and of the opposition within that for some and the complications within that. All right. Interesting. Let's continue to see what else comes through for you. That's quite interesting. Note your comments, guys, and see if that is something that you've been working on. There's a shifting of a perspective that's being asked of you, and it wants you to go within and to take a look at that. All right. And I feel that a lot of you are loving all parts of you. You're paying attention to your light and your dark side. Now, what I get next is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the sevens are all about having faith, and this is about vision, harvest, growth, making progress, and having patience. And I do get the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about community, home, parties, reunions, stability. Some of you might be changing residence, going back home, or something about the stability of the home, but you're making progress on it and you're having faith. All right. So making faith and going through on progress here. Give me anything more about this. I get some sort of celebrations or reunions and excitement. All right. So give me more on the Four of Wands for Leo coming through, by having faith in the harvest that is there for you. It's all about releasing the attachment and focusing in on what you want. All right. So you could have been going through a little bit of a wobble in the disharmony and challenge within that. And I do feel that what's coming up is that scarcity mindset. But let's take a look. What else do we get? So we get the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is interesting because this is maybe about lack of motivation. You were misdirected or having some sort of laziness in something. Laziness in terms of what is this? Eight of Pentacles in building up the harvest. And give me a little bit more. Give me a card what this Eight of Pentacles means in reverse. What do we get? The Hangman. Interesting. So this is feeling trapped and confined and uncertain. Maybe you were, I gotta tell you, Leo, is more has to do with lack of direction on the next step to take, because you didn't know what it was and you were trying to search for it. So give me more on this Hangman. What else do we get? The Ten of Pentacles, about getting to the legacy. There was a challenge, but this is interesting because this is about you moving towards, inheritance, foundations, and stability. You can see this is all about stability here, Leo. It's all about stability within you, but also your home, your foundation of some sort with this Ten of Pentacles, because this is traditions, wealth, privilege, stability. It's like there was conflict in that, and you were focusing in on maybe having you were needing to release something here, this different perspective of scarcity, so you can focus on your Ten of Pentacles. All right. Anything more that comes through, and what do we get for Leo? Yeah, it's always darkest before the dawn. I got to tell you guys, some of you are right there. It's taken just a little bit longer than you anticipated, and there was this breakdown here. So you could have this breakthrough here to dissolve the barriers and ascend. Give me one more card here. What do we get for Leo? Visualization is key. You have to see yourself visualizing this is what this is, and achieving the highest possible outcome. It's something about how, feeling it and getting the details into play. I think you were focused on perhaps the past before, or a subconscious feeling that was taught to you previously that now is a challenge. You are getting rid of that. You're coming square to this transformation and the transforming your visualization. And this is saying is use your highest self to visualize and focus on that magic of pretending and release and transform for major growth. All right. And, love, focusing in on love, having unconditional love for you in this process, and know that it's always darkest before the dawn. And so you're dissolving barriers here. Give me a little bit more for Leo. And what do we get? What else do we get? So we get the Eight of Cups coming through. So this is you focusing in on walking away from something. Wait, hold on a second. Seven of Cups, excuse me. This is saying You had lots of options, Leo, and maybe that you're getting rid of the veil of illusion and fantasy and on something. All right. Now, that doesn't mean you can't manifest or you can't visualize, but there was something that wasn't true to you. And I feel that it's that scarcity, and you were looking to release that. And as you release that, this is seeing the Father of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This is all about having control, being that businessman, relatable. This is about security and protective, safe. This is that father figure, very disciplined in abundance. You know you have options, but you're becoming disciplined. So what you're doing is finding the balance between these two. Hence the, well, where is it here? This is the one I wanted to talk about here. Where is it? Here it is. Hence the challenge in disharmony. And it has to do with yourself, your identity and how others perceive you. So you're coming out in a different way, but you're having better control of illusion and fantasy. And I feel that you're changing your perspectives here. Give me more on this. What do we get? Yeah, look at challenge, roadblock. Any sort of roadblock or challenge or disharmony is all a benefit to bring you closer to your visualization. So if you're squaring off with someone or you're squaring off with yourself, right? Your first house in your identity on what you should be doing and how to move forward and how others perceive you, this is saying is that you're going to get a different perspective, and it's going to be illuminated with that, kind of like that third eye here. So any detour was to test so you could level up, okay? It was beneficial for you to revise and get the guidance, all right? And then what else do I get? Look at perspective, exactly. Getting clarity, seeing the other side of the situation, all right? So you're taking responsibility of your life is what I get. There's going to be a message that's going to change everything, guys. Give me another card for you on this last one. I went a little bit longer for you because this was really tough. Here you are, Leo the extrovert. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is beautiful. You're coming out in your own read, post-eclipse from yesterday, all right? So I feel that this is an opportunity for you to focus in on all this beautiful energy, focusing in on the outside, all right? It's kind of like you had to kind of go within a little bit and overcome some sort of challenge, but you had the courage to do this. So you were focusing in on that. You had the courage to do it, and it's happening. So you're showing up in your own read through this process. Give me one more card. The extrovert, what do we get? Inspired thoughts. Now you're focusing in on alignment, new decision, courage to go through the new decisions, new thoughts, and new ideas, and new immediate action for a new reality. You know what you need to do for a new reality, being grateful for where you're at. So it's only darkest before the dawn, guys. You are making a change about how you perceive yourself in this world, and how you view you, and hence how others view you moving forward. All right. Anything else that's going to be most important for you moving through? Anything else for Leo? Yep. You've got new thoughts now, new decisions now, new action. What does that equal? A new reality. And you're just there. You're right there. This breakthrough. For some of you already got it. All right. Anything more? What do we get? Angel of space clearing. You're clearing out the old so you can bring in the new, all right? And that's what this is all about. You're highlighted on your third eye here, okay? So yeah, you're clearing out old negative thoughts and feelings, and the angel of space clearing is here with you in order to make that happen, all right? So wow, guys, I am so excited for you. This is really, really powerful, all right? So you're just clearing the space in your mind, and it's moving forward. I feel that is like it's to help clear negative thought patterns that have surfaced recently, that and dwelling on past mistakes, and those unconstructive thoughts were the primary source of stress, and focusing in on that scarcity. So now, and they were causing you to feel confused, all right? They were causing you to feel challenged and disharmony. So now give thanks to this angel card that's coming out for this wonderful healing for you. And it's like this, it is an opportunity to clear all the unwanted thoughts and emotions, and imagine yourself just being showered by the light, all right? And getting those neat ideas coming through. So your perspective challenge has shifted due to your being courageous and taking control, and now new ideas, new thoughts, new decisions, new action, new reality. Be thankful, guys. Be thankful. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you're looking for a personal read, click the link in the description box below. And thank you again for all your love and light. All right, Leo, namaste.